Islam Moorish. I don't know if I'm loud enough. Hopefully I am, because we about to go in. Don't really need the video right now. I just want to talk to y'all real quick. This is about Moorish is just coming into this. And the study concepts compared to like a Taj Tariq Bey. What I mean by that is that a lot of people come into this movement and they'll watch, I don't know, it's been a minute, so they'll jump in and go right to Taj Tariq Bey, right? And then watch one of his videos where he says something crazy, not crazy bad, but crazy just because you never heard it. Like, Moors have the right to travel. You don't have to, he'll say like a driver's license is an instrument of subjugation. If you have a driver's license and you're calling yourself a driver, you're actually calling yourself an employee of the United States mercantile system of Roman Curia. Like, he'll kill it. Like, the way his diction and his memory about this matter is just insane. So anyway, you'll go from there and try to, do something. And sadly mistaken, Morris, that's not how you do it. I'll give you one better. I'll give you an example of how my journey was embarked and how it started. More science. I was kind of like everybody else when it came to Kemet. Back in those times, like Sadnetta days and Kemet and Brother Polite and the Infundishis and all the guys, everybody you can think of that realm, I've dibbled and dabbled and, studied books from people they listed. I'm talking about everybody, more. Everybody from a Bobby Hemmett to the Panics. God damn it. I'm talking about everybody. I studied and then it turned to the point where I wasn't satisfied. Like, I needed more. Now that sounds crazy, because if you listen to a Bobby lecture, the whole one, more, trust me, it's not, nobody's listening to a whole Bobby lecture. Them things is 10 hours. Huh? You need to go through somatic death and then awakening, the awakening lectures. Who was that? Dr. Valentine. He even had 10 hour joints. All the damn Dr. Blair's. God. William Chancellor and all these people. I'm telling you, bro. I was there. But I needed more. Then there was a video I was watching with Taj where it was like the one where he gives the third grade Edimon. That one, it was like one of those, okay, information overload. Because I never heard people say like, okay, you can't read, but then show me how I can't read. So I'm like, wow. From there, I started looking around the internet for Moors. There was nothing good. One thing I didn't do was see a bad Moor video, aka like the video of a Moor getting arrested or whatever. I skipped all those and just tried to look for sound Moors. Oh man, it was hard to find. And so I'm outside, doing my thing. I'm at the barbershop and we're having a discussion about, history and all that. And I bring up the Moors. Everybody in there destroyed me. Just before I knew anything. They was calling me all types of stuff. So I'm just like, what is the thing about? Why is everybody against Moors? So I asked one of the old heads after. I'm winded. Sorry, guys. I'm riding my bike. So it's a workout. But we can study and, transverse. So anyway, I talked to this guy. He's like, you're not going back farther enough. And I'm like, it's the first time I've ever heard about Moors this week. What do you mean? Far where? He showed me Egypt. And he said all the hats they wear is fezzes. That was new to me. I never heard nothing like that. So a couple weeks went by, I'm studying. I couldn't get nothing more from it, so I started studying my own stuff. And you kind of know how that is. It's like when you're already knowledgeable of ancient times and you already comfortable with the conscious community ain't so conscious, it's going to be hard for you to find what to study. And I get that from a lot of people. Yo, what do I study? It sounds so crazy if you like once you already got your mode, your method. But man, I think what we're saying is like we don't know how to study because we know how to learn off of school. School taught us how to learn. So we don't know how to study. We don't know what to look at. In school, they always give you the answers. They show you what the damn subject is and then show you what to study from it. Even give you a study guide. So there's no way for you to deviate from the course. Okay? If the course is based in, which they are based in, curriculum is the circumnavigation of your mind and how to either enhance it or miscue it or empower it. So you can either misdirect this thing, give it power, or take the power away when it comes to curriculum and courses. Okay? So that's what we're in. We've been educated without irradiation. So we don't know how to even study. What does study mean? A study is a compilation of books on a certain subject. That's called a study. We've taken that word and replaced it with library. But original library is a study. So when Noble Drew Ali says study, 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 he's not telling you to just read. He's saying go get books and books and books and meditate with them books. Read them books. Like literally invoke the book. You can't, when I say read, you got to read deeper than just looking at the words. You got to understand etymology, understand lexicon, and how certain words and syntaxes are placed right above another word because it's supposed to go together, even though it's in two different sentences. Now you take the metaphysics of that and you multiply it by infinity times infinity. What that means is that some of these subjects that you stumble upon, you're going to have to find it, or you're going to wind up finding it in the strangest ways you ever thought of. Which brings me back to more. I found out that room backwards meant more. Room backwards means more. Why is this important? Because I learned from, I think it was Brother Panic and a couple other metaphysicians about meditation. And they were talking about creating the blank space that appears in your conscious as a room. So I'm like, okay, subconscious. Okay, so what is he saying? He said basically when you meditate, you're supposed to think about the room. Like if first meditation is to be blackness, right? Your first thing you want to do is put some light up in that darkness. So what you're doing is imagining a lamp. You're imagining a lamp. Once you start seeing white or light in your imagination, you want to decorate the room. And when I say this, it's nothing physical. It's all mental. So what I'm saying is your dreams apply as you do this type of stuff. You decorate the room, put colors in it. I'm talking about deep detail. You can smell the paint dripping because it's so real. That's the level of imagination you got to dedicate to this. When you finish the room and look at it, the things you put in that room will come into the fruition of reality. Don't believe me? Try it. Try it. But you're so lazy, you're not going to want to do it. That's part of schooling. Schooling got you lazy. Schooling got you lazy. You don't want to look for the answers. You want them to just be given to you. That's curriculum. That's study guide. That's not real. Noble Drew Ali said, study, 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 with no study guide. Just be yourself. We don't know that type of magic. See, that's too real for us. We scared. We scared. Who are we scared of? We're not scared of the cops. It comes out as that because we never fight them. We're not scared of dying. It comes out as that because we don't ever want to die for nothing real. We're not scared of guns, but it comes out as that because every time you see somebody want to fight these days, they want to throw the gun away and throw their hands down and put the guns up. I've never seen anybody beat a gun. So how tough does that make you, the one wielding it? It's like, yeah, rumble me with my pit bull here barking. No, because as soon as I tear your head off, the pit bull is going to come for my legs. Put your damn pit up and hand me a fair one. Nope, everybody's too scared to hand a nigga a fair one these days. You're afraid to be fair. So what does this mean? It means your fear is detrimental to your identity as a human being. Fear is the opposite of human. So if you're fearful, you're not a human. Do you hear what I'm saying? So this means Negroes, when you look up the word nigger, that is derived from the word Nagarli. Nagarli came out first, then nigger came out because they shortened Nagarli. Nagarli means ignorant to space and surroundings. You don't know what's going on in the room. Backwards room is a Moorish, okay? You don't know what's going on in the room. Imaginary or physical, you don't know what's going on in there. If you don't know what's going on in the room, how you gonna clean it? So, we didn't know what was going on in the room. 13 on the truck, that's mother. So, where are we at now? So, schooling, forgot our minds, so we forgot how to learn and study. So, fear is not human. And it relates to the word nigger, because we were breaking down Nagarli, but we never got to nigger. Nigger after Nagarli means afraid and stingy. Look it up. Etymology of nigger. Afraid and stingy. So the fear that they seen in you meant that you was better off. Thus be done ya. They wrote you off. I mean, it's a lot with that when it gets to the fear of what we don't know, fear of what we forgot. So in these common days, I tell them more. When they ask me what to study, I would say, go study rvbaypublications.com. See, not study yourself. You don't even know who that is. Go study RV Bay Publications, the website.com. They have all the information you need to start off. It's on there. I'm going to put it like this. You can't free yourself if you don't know that information. You cannot free yourself if you do not know what's on RV Bay Publications website. You better know it. You better know it by heart. You better know it to the point where you don't even need the paperwork from off of the damn website. But that don't mean skip the website and skip the paperwork. People are trying to cheat yourselves. Don't do it. Don't cheat yourself. Because while you're cheating yourself, there's a damn beast trying to get you. You know what I mean? The beast system, it's alive and well. And it's trying to get these young bulls. It's trying to get all these people to sell out for one last time while they still have a de facto left. Don't do it. Because everybody that means something these days is telling you, just claim your shit, man. Be who you are and stop being black. Stop being African slaves. Stop. That shit is sickening. You don't know nothing about no slavery. Don't know anything about no slavery. Everything we know about slavery was taught to us by the person who we know is oppressing us. The hell will we listen to his version of stories for? Huh? Last time we did that, Morocco became America. The hell? Last time we did that, Moors became Indians. What the hell is going on here? Then he got the laws to prove when he did it. Then when we show these idiots it, they don't want to see it. Well, allow me to retort and start talking back to this ignorance and this fear that we got. See, this is a thing that happened to us long before. So you better start on RV Bay, because you don't even know how to access the times of when we lost ourselves. Your mind is fucked up. I mean, how are you gonna jump into your imagination, rekindle the times back of past lives, fix them, come back to this life, and put it into perspective to where you won't just melt away? No, but like, really though, if you could go back in your mind, what would you do today? You fix the past to come back to the same shit and people being fucked up and not being able to talk to you because your knowledge is probably at a point where it's hard to even speak to you because you know so much. We see it now in our people. They don't want to talk because it's too much. Our people don't like being wrong, right? But our people got the most beliefs. Well, beliefs are to be challenged until it becomes knowledge. But by testing and what do you call that? Basically by testing or whatever. Going through it your own self, seeing if it works, testing it out. We are scared to test our shit because we are so scared that it ain't gonna work. Now, ain't that silly? That gotta be silly. For one simple reason. Nobody ever beat us. We only believe the shit. So what can happen again if we believe in it? Anyway, go study RV Bay publications for a couple years till you can speak at least like that. So where you're just not everything but slavery. You know, you'll be good. Once you get there, take those studies to, where do we go? All right, so RV Bay publications, you could take those studies after a year, right? Or a year or two. Go to Cujo, Canaan Land Morris class, and deal with the chat. Go watch them videos, random video. I mean, he puts some, it could be about anything. Go to the videos and survive in the chat with the muftis. Put your damn beliefs that you always get challenged about and test them with the Moors. I mean, yeah, we're going to grind you up. Yeah, we're going to get you out of here. You're going to feel weird, but it's going to be for the best. This way, when it's time for you to go to court, when it's time for you to have any debate with anybody, you know sound facts and how to shut them down because the Moors taught you. We skilled you and schooled you and got your damn tools sharpened while we was just slapboxing. I mean, so yeah, come to the Moors, come to the real Moors, Cujo, Canaan Land. Go to Nature El Bay page, Nature El Bay. Look him up, Nature El Bay. Look at his stuff. Crazy Moor, you know what I mean, goes in. Of course, you already know the ties to Tariq Bay. You already know. You want to know about masonry? Go look up Abdullah Talib Mosi Bey. Look him up if you want to know about masonry. Okay, and get his book, Moors and Masons. It's the best one out there that they got on masonry because a Moor wrote it. I mean, it's more simple. It's no more simple than that. We never even thought about these type of things. Why are we reading books from people that's not us? You already know what they're going to say. Why give them the opportunity to badmouth your history? Well, you'll get it one day. So after you're done, like with the Cujo type Moors or Cujo, Nature El Bay, once you're like accustomed to that, I say get out a year. And you're accustomed to Cujo, how the class runs. What do they make fusses about? What is how does the class conduct itself? What is the parameters? What is this curriculum? This curriculum, I assure you, is Circle 7. So that it's all about perfecting the mind or perfecting the man. So there is no, oh, you can't do that, or, oh, you have to study this. No, we tell you one thing: don't follow people. Don't be a follower. Be yourself. Be your own self. That way you don't have to follow. And then guess who's leading you when you're not following nobody? Your higher being. That's why if you don't follow people and we all is connected to the higher self, we're all one anyway, because we're connected to the same mind. Your mind is my mind. I'm you. Me is you. You is me. Mi casa su casa. But the house is the temple. Don't ever forget that. And that temple is the body. So my body, your body. God body. Islam. That's how we know. We know who we are. We speak like that. Because I see the God in you. That's why Moors got a problem with talking to Europeans like this, because they don't believe the European is godly or of God. And it's like, God damn it. How do you do that? He taught you well, didn't he? He's under the sun. If he's under the sun, you do know that he's a human, right? You do know that he's melanated, right? If you're not melanated, you can't even come in the sun. Fools. So yeah, he got melanin. Don't tell me about no Feo, because y'all slacking on y'all history and everything, to the point where they're making up new histories to have you as the worst person. Told y'all about that Neanderthal shit. Because this guy never said that his mother was the Moabite. He has yet to admit that. But he can come from a damn alien, caveman, monkeys. All we have to do is admit that we all came from the Moabite, and it will be over. All the discussions and confusion will be over. So, this is a year on Cujo, one of the prominent temple Moors. Not temple. Temple of the Mind Moors, say it like that. Then from there, there's 2 Moors that exist. Now that you're at the 2 Moors, which is the higher Moor and the lower Moor, the higher self and the lower self, you have realized that both of the selves are Moors. Only thing left to do is to reunite those Moors with sound knowledge. So from Cujo, I'll include another Moor in with the Cujo, Nature Al Bay, plethora of Moors. You got Jamal Bay. Moor been snapping. So any of y'all Moors talking about, the fight and whatever, like the what's the defense of the Moors? How come, what's the Moorish army? Where's y'all standing army? Yeah, Jamal Bay is he's teaching clear and concise ways of the conception of you bearing arms and how it's your rights over what everybody else is, labeling him with. They're calling him like, I've seen a Moor. I've heard a Moor, not even going to name him. Say that man's name in the same sentence as domestic T word. We're not even going to go into it. Domestic T word. This is a Moor that said this about Brother Jamal. After that, I was just like, you know what? I'm riding with Jamal no matter what. Just because it's Moors going against him on like they're going on live talking, putting this Moor's name next to that word that I'm not going to say. Domestic T word is what he called this man, or what he put a picture up. He put a picture of Jamal up next to that label, and I'm like, that is very, very, very slavey. That's some slave-minded shit to do, because that Moor putting in work. Anything could happen. You just putting stuff up there like that. Why not support the Moor? Why not show the world that what that Moor is doing is actually sounding right? That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Protect your family, train in the backyard, make sure your body is correct when you're out here. God body. So salute to that Moor, Jamal. So that's another Moor y'all can go research in this. What is this? I call this the 1 to 3 year start off. So now you got your law knowledge, you got your application of how to put that in life, and then you got your protection knowledge. This is all things of need. This is how you survive. This is the 3 points of survival. So anyway, from there, we got a lot of Moors now. Now we can start thinking. We're not Negroes. We're not debtors. We're not drivers. We're not taxpayers. We are natural beings. We are natural persons. So, and we're more. So how do we take this to a farther understanding? You gotta hit up Asir. And then it's crazy because every class this guy does, Asir the Duke of Tears, if you don't know who Asir is, you must be asleep. Every class this guy does, he makes sure at the end he tells you, yo, hit me up, y'all. houseofl@hotmail.com. Hit me up, y'all. Hit me up. I'm here. I'm free. So why don't y'all hit him up? The Moor is definitely accessible. I hit him up. He answers the phone. He tells you exactly what you need to know. That's it. So why would you not hit that Moor up? That's how you can tell these people are dirty. And it was never the intent to wake up the people. They're trying to keep you away from Asir the Duke of Tears. And there's another Moor too that I got to put in there. And I had to save this Moor for the end because it ties in and it's crazy. Him and Asir is kind of like on the same wavelength when it comes to where you're going to take your mind to. And that Moor would be Toriano Obashango L. Look him up. Look up Toriano Obashango L. Please do it. Do it. Like, look him up. And then go to his website, obashangol.com. And you tell me that you need anything after this. RV Bay Publications, Cujo, Nature L Bay, Jamal, Asir the Duke of Tears, and Toriano Obashango L. That's enough that's enough. Taj Tariq too. What do you call it? Abdullah, all these, that's enough people that you need, that's needed for you to, really free yourself fully. Now, what you're going to need in this process is mentors. That's why I gave you the certain Moors I gave you, because they're like accessible. You're going to need to call these people and talk to them about your frustrations, your problems, things that you may hear them say that you don't agree with. Call them up. Don't do no stupid. You're not there yet to be doing videos. You need to call them Moors up and sit down with them and have like a little mentor situation. Now, let's think about this. Does it cost money to have a nationality? No. Does it cost money for you to proclaim your nationality? No. Does it cost money for you to claim your birthright, proclaim all? No, it's free. Now, does it cost money to acquire the information to learn how to fly astronautic or work astrophysics if you never heard it before? It's called paying for a damn degree. So what you're going to do in this, think about all the times you shit away money for Jordans and it didn't give you anything. Think about all the times you shit away money for just stuff that didn't even bring you anything back. You are going to have to pay certain things. Why? Because certain people sit with you for over a couple months and deal with you, like Asir. So the fiat that's required is for this man's time. But your nationality and all the things you're going to be doing after you acquire this knowledge, free as a boy, free. You don't have to pay for that. But people are going to be taking out of their lives to help you. You understand that some of these people have got done dirty before by people that they thought they could trust. And then after they got them dirty, they look up to the wind for help and nobody's there. They just left. Nobody to help. So after that, you have to make sure you protect yourself financially so you can pay for anything you need. Your children might want to eat. You might want to, put the money back to the nation. Because we're talking about good Moors here, not these dirty people. Them Moors might take the fiat that's required and put it back into the nation. Or give it and put it down on stuff that you're doing, helping you acquire certain materials that need to be paid for. Like, you can't just get paper from Staples for free. Okay. You can't send mail for free. Okay. You can, if you have the right equipment and the right, not equipment, but the right tools and the right knowledge. But see, all of that, to get that knowledge, you got to think, it's people going to school for years to learn nothing. So can't even think about, does it cost money to nationalize? No, it doesn't cost any money to nationalize. But the knowledge that you need to separate yourself from being black, yeah, that might cost a little bit. Blame the temples. If you get mad at that, blame the temples. Go blame the temples of why it's not free for you. Why? Because you're so slow and so separated from nationality that you need to pay some people to get your mindset back together. That's doctor work. Yeah, that costs money. I would charge people too if I'm helping you go from A to point Z, B, D, 10. The hell? It's so much knowledge that I'm giving, time I'm giving up to acquire your mindset to where you're just okay. And then you might still not even care. You might not even get this at the end of the day. Yeah, it's going to cost. Now, is it going to cost $5,000? If it does, run from whoever that more is. Is it going to cost $5,000? I need $500 down. I need the book. I got the naturalization. All that crap you hear people talking about thousands of dollars. No. The hell? You should feel like when you're paying this fiat for services to help you get yourself on point, the fiat you pay, you should feel like that's equal to what they give you from it. That's how I felt for whenever I did have to acquire something from a more like a book, okay? RV Bay books. People talk, right? But they are not going to tell you that the RV Bay books cost $3 a pop. $3? You know what I could do with $3? Nothing. Probably you can't even afford a soda in Philly these days with $3 because they want $2.50. You walk around with 50 cents, just rubbing them together, 2 quarters. What is that going to do? So RV Bay books are $3. Yo, like that should be a hashtag shirt. RV Bay books are $3. Yo, because they are like most of the books are like $3. You can find some joints on there for like $5. I think the highest book on there is like $15, and that's the book where they like I think it's the weapons for the silent weapons for quiet wars or quiet weapons, whatever. The Silent Wars book, silent weaponry. What do they call that? King Alfred Plan. Yes, the King Alfred Plan book. That book is the only book on there that costs like $15. But when you look at what's in there, Jesus Christ, the son of Mary and Joseph, it's a lot of shit in there about what's going on to you right now today. A military plan that has been put in place and underway to sink your ship. Don't be black, because they got black people right damn near on the first page, bro. The first group that they attack, or the first group that they had put underway is the black Muslims. So all you Farrakhan Nation of Islam still praying to a white guy calling himself Allah, but Noble Drew Ali can't be the son of Allah. Get out of here. All of y'all FOH, all of y'all NOI, get out. Get out, because y'all work for the people. And then you're trying to tell us when we ask you about why you working for the people and why is Farrakhan kissing on devils, white devil men. He's kissing them in the damn face, in the mouth. And then tells you, then turns around to the crowd like, that's not gay. That's not, nigga. Yeah, that ain't happy. That's homosexual. So what the hell are you doing, Muslim? You're kissing on damn devils. Okay, so you can kiss him, but you can't tell us that Noble Drew Ali is the organizer and establisher of Islam in America. He's the reason why we have the NOI. Why don't you say it like that? He tried to thank him for trying to bring in it the way he tried. If it wasn't for Noble Drew Ali, no NOI. End of discussion on that. So now you guys got a concise way to proclaim your nationality, go through the steps to get the stuff for the nationality, hit the people up to get the stuff for the nationality. There can't be an excuse after this. No excuses. You have all the mores you need. You have all the setups, websites. You have all of them you need. RV Bay Publications, Toriano Obashango L. Hit up Asir at houseofl@hotmail.com. Hit up Canaan Land live class on YouTube. Go to the lives to be on Instagram. Canaan Land Moors on Instagram. Canaan Land Moors on the damn YouTube. Go to his lives. Go check his stuff out. Follow that more. Go to Nature L Bay. Look him up. Damn, I can't remember his what his thing is on YouTube. But shit, if you go through Cujo, I'm pretty sure going through Cujo, go the email CanaanLandGuide@gmail. Hit up Cujo, and I bet you he'll give you everybody, because Cujo he's like the gatekeeper of this shit. He know everybody that you need to know. So hit Cujo up if you got to. Email him. You know what I mean? And only serious inquiries. None of this playing around, because these people don't play. They actually are saving the nation. They don't have time for your stupid foolishness. So, come with the seriousness. Don't come with no bullish. If you're going to call Cujo just to ask him why he from Canada and how he more if he Canada, then you need to just save yourself the time and go study how Canada's a corporation and it's part of America. So what the hell how could he come from Canada and not America? Don't you know that Cujo being at Canada makes him a Moorish American if that's North America? You idiots. He's just a Moorish American. You can't be Moorish Canada. So what are you, Moorish Detroit? You know who I'm talking to. What are you, Moorish Detroit? You a Moorish Detroitian? You know who I'm talking to, because that's the dirtiest Moor we got. He's so dirty, I can't even say his name no more. You know what? Not got. We don't got him. That's a Moor. I don't even know if that's a nigger. That's just a nigger out there playing. Because last time I seen his picture, this T-arc of fakery guy has a damn bow tie on and a damn kufi. Nothing wrong with kufis, but when you mix the kufi with the bow tie, we know what you just went back to. NOI ass. And speaking of Detroit, the prophet cursed two places. He cursed two places in his oral statements. One was Mecca. So don't tell me about the home temple. The home temple sold out. The prophets shut everything down before he died. And then before he passed, sorry. And then he cursed Chicago because of what they did to him, your prophet. So you can't tell me about no Chicago being no home of nothing. Ain't no home temple, nothing. They moved that shit down to Washington, D.C. So there's no more temples. How about that? Unless you are the temple of man. And what did Noble Ali say about what we going to do to them temples in the third or fourth generation? The young ones going to come with their eyes wide open and push all the old people in the back. They don't want to read it. Them old because in the temple, they don't want to read it. Because they know we here right now and they don't have no more time. And they got fat taking the money off of the Moors. They got fat spending up all them checks. You can't be fat and in shape. Stupids. Why your GS wobbling around here looking like the Crumps? Why? Because he's stealing the fiat from the people, the babies, and is buying everything with it instead of giving it back to the people. Because he's nothing but a pastor. The Moor has passed away, the Moor, and then he rose as a dead entity with a damn fez on. Noble Ali said, beware of those that look like that, to wear the fez and turban, because they'll put you right back into the place where they at. Slavery. They return back to the place the prophet found them at. States. He took us from the state and put us in a global estate. Go back to the state if you want to. Let that rest in the air. But with that being stated, I bid you adieu, Morris. Peace, love, Islam. Go study. And if you're not equipped to the knowledge that I just dropped, go back and listen and go find and seek out those Moors that I just told you about. Islam.